What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing fantastic. Jake Fletcher here to give you a little bit of an update on the Miami-Dade real estate market. People ask me all the time, Jake, how's the market doing? And the answer is, it depends on what you're looking to do. If you're looking to sell a property, hardly ever been a better time. If you're looking to buy a property, hardly ever been a better time. But those are for two separate reasons, and we will talk about them at the end, so stay tuned. Now, looking at Miami-Dade, all property types, single family homes and condominiums, we're looking at number of new listings versus the number of closed sales. So number of closed sales at the bottom in purple, new listings in pink at the top. So we see a general negative downtrend over the past 5 years. We see that there's a little bit of a correlation there, it seems, between when the number of new listings go down, the number of sales also goes down. That's due to the fact that there's less options for buyers to choose from, right? So that makes sense. What we see here at the end, we see number of new listings is spiking recently, which is great news. It's kind of tapered off a little bit, but also followed by sales are also spiking. So number of closed sales are spiking in both categories of single family homes and then also condos, townhomes. So let's look at new listings versus number of sales just for single family homes. So again, new listings are at the top, sales are at the bottom there. So what we see is, again, we have that sort of correlation between when the number of new listings goes down, the number of sales goes down. When they go up, sales go up as well. What we see there is mirrored in what we saw in the last graph. We saw a big decrease in the number of new listings right before it shot back up again and then tapered off. It was followed by when we had an increase in new listings. This was right before COVID. We had a big increase of new listings, but we had a decrease in the number of sales, and then a quick little pop, a quick little increase. That was right when COVID hit, and you would have expected to see those sales continue upward, right? But that's not what happened. What happened is the sales went down, and also a number of new listings went down because people don't want to have their house on the market in the middle of a pandemic. At least at that point in time, people were very worried about it. Maybe a little bit less now. Who knows? That's psychology. I'm not a psychologist, but I can look at these charts. So what we see is number of sales has gone up with the increase in new listings. But since it's tapered off, it'll be interesting to see if those number of sales continue upwards. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. Let's look at just single family homes in the last 5 years in terms of sale price, average sale price, and months of inventory. So what we see here is very interesting. There's a huge increase in average sale price for single family homes in Miami-Dade and a huge decrease in the months of inventory. Now, keep in mind, if you're a seller of a single family home, this is like the best time in history to be selling. You're starting from a starting point of all-time highs. You have very little competition. The market's moving quick, okay? 4 months of inventory for single-family homes on average in Miami-Dade. Let's look at just condos. This is interesting. So I zoomed it in just to about the last year so that you could zoom in on it a little bit, see it a little more clearly. Generally, we see a correlation between when the average sale price goes up for condos. We see months of inventory also goes up. So it's a very not static relationship, but there's definitely some correlation usually between these. Now, what's interesting is we see when the average sale price went up here, we saw months of inventory going up, but when average sale price went down to try and counter that, the months of inventory continued going up. So there's more people putting these condos and townhomes on the market. Then we see, boom, right at about May, a lot of condos and townhomes were basically less listings were coming on the market and you had less months of inventory. There was less closed sales in condos as well. So you see months of inventory is going down there, which is interesting. And then we see a huge spike recently since July, a gigantic spike for number of months of inventory. So boom, you're going plus 36, 37 months of inventory for these condos and townhomes. And then we only see a little bit of an average sale price increase there, which means that we're probably looking at a downward trend in sale price to meet this tremendous amount of new listings of condos and increase in months of inventory, because who wants to take 3 years to sell their condo? Not me, right? So moral of the story is, if you're looking for a condo or a townhome, let's go get one at a serious discount. Condos and townhomes are on sale at the Dollar Tree. They're at Big Lots right now. So let's go get one. You need to make sure though that you have an agent who understands the market dynamics, understands the data, the statistics to back up that lower sale price offer. So make sure, if you're in Miami-Dade or South Florida, the Tri-County area, make sure to give me a call. All my information is very easily found below, everywhere. Not a hard guy to get a hold of. Just contact me however you see fit, and we will go and get you a condo at a discount. So like I said at the beginning, we're going to talk about why it's the best time, hardly been a better time to sell or buy right now. Well, we talked about sellers. There's a supreme lack of inventory right now. So if you're a seller, you're the king of the hill. You can get more for your house. I mean, we're starting at all-time highs, all-time sale prices, average sale prices, especially for single-family homes. You see that the average sale price of condos is still up as well, even though we know it's going to be going down, but it's a pretty steady sale price. So whether you're looking to sell a condo or a single-family home, it's a great time to sell. Also, because interest rates are super low, buyers can afford more than they could before, which is why one of the reasons why it's hardly been a better time to buy. Interest rates are unfathomably low. If you can get a sub 3% interest rate for 30 years, lock it in fixed, you're hedging your bets of inflation. I mean, it's like free money. They're almost like paying you to take a loan when you factor in inflation of 2 to 4% per year. Now, another great reason that it's a great time to buy is because there aren't as many qualified buyers on the market. Although there is strong buyer demand, you don't have quite as much competition out there, and it's just, the interest rates are so low. I mean, what are you waiting for? If you're able to buy a home right now, you need to be buying a home. Interest rates could be going up. Nobody really knows, but the time is now. So give me a call. We'll make it happen. Jake Fletcher, Fletcher Group, Remax Advanced Realty. Sell smart, buy bold. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Bye.